Some fans are saying it was disrespectful. Others say this is sports. Emotions run high sometimes. So today we're going to be breaking down the Martin controversy, the battle between Andrew Jack and Nick Walker, and the men's physique showdown between Brandon Hendrickson and Vitor Chavez. Let's jump into it. One moment no one is talking about, right here. What did Martin say to Nick? Alright, bodybuilding fans. The 2026 Arnold Classic is officially in the books. But the biggest conversation coming out of the weekend isn't just about the winner. It's about this moment. Martin Fitzwater celebrating after Nick Walker lost. And to add to that, one moment no one is talking about, right here. What did Martin say to Nick? What did Martin Fitzwater say to Nick Walker? And the internet has been split ever since. Some fans are saying it was disrespectful. Others say this is sports. Emotions run high sometimes. So today we're going to be breaking down the Martin controversy, the battle between Andrew Jack and Nick Walker, and the men's physique showdown between Brandon Hendrickson and Vitor Chavez. Let's jump into it.
What are you waiting for? Subscribe, watch the videos, give us a like, and definitely don't forget to leave us a comment. Let us know what you'd like to see. Let's go, queens and kings, to the world.
Now let's address the moment everyone's debating. Martin Fitzwater celebrating after Nick Walker lost. Some fans say it crossed the line. Others say this is simply competitive emotion in a high stakes moment. And when you look through sports history, you see athletes celebrate victories. You see athletes celebrate too early. Sometimes you see athletes even celebrate in front of opposing fans. But celebrating another competitor losing in that exact moment, that's actually a little more rare, right? Which raises the question, why did Martin react that way? Was it anger? A rivalry? The emotions of one of the biggest stages in bodybuilding? Or maybe he felt a sense of poetic justice. Now, here's another angle no one is talking about. Martin Fitzwater was born in 1997. Think about that for a second, let it sink in. How many athletes born in 1997 are standing on the Arnold Classic stage or the Olympia stage in the open division? That's very rare. So maybe this was simply a young athlete in a massive moment letting emotion take over. I usually don't give my personal takes on things like this, but I think we shouldn't be too quick to judge. Because just like Nick Walker, Martin is a really young athlete, right? 1997. So which means he's just 29 years old. Martin is 29 years old, Nick Walker is 31. So you see, while Andrew Jack is 41 years old, Samson Dauda is 39. Let that sink in, right? So look at the difference in the age group, right? Samson and Andrew obviously will be more mature. And you can even see that on their physiques. They have more mature muscle, right? That's why they say, oh, they have more muscle density, they have more mature muscle. They are 41 and 39 respectively, right? Compared to Derek Lungsford, who is literally the same age group as Martin and Nick Walker. So these guys, it's not rocket science, guys. Like, they wouldn't have the same muscle maturity as Samson Dauda and Andrew Jack. Alright, and going back to the matter on hand, I don't think we should be too quick to judge and start saying bad things to Martin. This is a high stakes sport. Can you let that sink in? And this is pro bodybuilding, which means there's gear involved, so that could really affect people's emotion, right? I'm not trying to give an excuse for that kind of behavior, but I think we shouldn't be too quick to judge and let social media just eat up a person just because of, even if it's a mistake. Mistakes happen, right? So let's give him that grace, let's give him that space. You know what I mean? Come on, he's an athlete, a top tier athlete at his age too. We should be celebrating this guy, to be honest with you. So that's my personal take. You might have different opinions on it, but I feel like it's not a place to judge him, right? Let Nick do that, okay? And let him talk it out. It's between them. It's not between us. Or is Martin getting exactly what he wanted? Because right now, think about it, he's getting a lot of attention. I'm even talking about him right now. So much attention that people are almost talking about him more than the actual placings. And that includes third place finisher Hadi Choopan, or fifth place finisher and former Mr. Olympia Brandon Curry, who fought hard to climb back into the top 5 in the finals. Big respect to Brandon for that. That was an amazing showing. But the truth is, the real conversation right now should be about the top 3. So let's talk about it. Third place, we had Hadi Trupan, who came in solid. And by the end of prejudging, even the commentary panel, Phil Heath, Nick Strength and Fitness, they were saying that, man, Hadi could potentially take this show. You know, even when they stepped out after the finals comparisons. You know what I mean? So that's how close this lineup was. It was split hairs. Now, second place, Nick Walker. Wow. Let's talk about Nick. Because honestly, Nick might be the most improved athlete in this lineup. What impressed me most going into this show was his focus, man. Nick coached himself. He blocked out the outside noise. And he came in with a conditioning we haven't seen from Nick in quite some time. Since the New York Pro, he won. He answered a lot of doubters, and he definitely won back a lot of fans, myself included. Because even though many of us love athletes like Andrew Jack and Samson Dowder that have that tall, aesthetic look in the open division, you have to respect what Nick brought to that stage. Given his type of physique, he was able to bring down his waist. His conditioning was on point, man, and it really felt like he was gonna crash the party for sure, and he almost did. Did you see the hamstrings? Bro, his right hamstring was insane. Now let's move over to Andrew Jack. Woo! Mona Lisa. Oh my goodness, that was incredible. Going into the Arnold Classic, Andrew had momentum. A lot of fans had him winning, but this was not an easy win. Because Nick Walker on the night, he pushed him all the way, which actually makes Andrew's victory even more impressive. Because when you talk about bodybuilding stories, man, Andrew Jack's journey is one of the most incredible in modern bodybuilding. I remember watching Andrew before bodybuilding, right? On YouTube. Yes, sir. Subscribe. The true fans will understand that moment. To go from that to becoming an Arnold Classic champion in the open division in just 3 years, that's honestly remarkable. But this victory is already stirring the pot.
There's no competition in Destiny.
Men's open division.
I had Derek over here before.
Did you see the interview? Literally, Andrew Jack said that Samson Dowder and Derek Lungsford didn't even greet him
Samson
at
saw
the
me
event.
backstage, barely say, he
That's
didn't
true.
even say hi to me.
And
I
the
don't
open
know.
division just got a lot more interesting. Oof. Oh, baby. Now let's move over to men's physique. Oh my God. That was another incredible division at the Arnold Classic. Brandon Hendrickson takes the title. And going into the show, he was the clear favorite. I mean, all the pros we interviewed definitely had him winning. Arnold Classic top 5.
And Brandon Hendrickson.
Oh, nice one.
So you got Brandon, he's winning that, I believe. He's looking sensational.
I have Brandon winning it.
Brandon?
Yeah.
It was Brandon. But man, on the night, Vitor Chavez. You see that pose? Man, he almost ruined the party because Vitor brought an incredible package, structure, conditioning, presentation. And for a moment there, it really felt like this could be a very close call. But in the end, Brandon held on and secured that victory. True champ. Well, huge respect to Vitor Chavez, man, for making this a real battle, and to the rest of the top 5 as well. Now, shout out to the Arnold broadcast team because, man, the commentary panel with Phil Heath, Nick Strength and Fitness, Angelica Teixeira from Bikini Division. That was just an excellent performance. Panel was knowledgeable, energetic, entertaining, and honestly, it almost felt like football commentary. Breaking down physiques, posing, conditioning, everything fans love to hear. Shout out to the Arnold Classic. That was definitely the best show we've seen in a while. So now the question goes to the fans. Did the judges get it right? Was Andrew Jack the clear Arnold Classic champion? Or did Nick Walker almost steal the show? And what do you think about Martin's celebration moment? Was it disrespectful? Or just competitive emotion in sports? Let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts? And if you enjoy real bodybuilding conversations, athlete interviews, and show breakdowns, you know what to do. Make sure to subscribe to Queens and Kings World. because we've got great conversations coming up. Oof, I'm talking about interviews with Justin, the 350-pound beast, and also coming soon, Matt, the Natty King, Megane, the Glute Queen, and Aaron Banks, the Olympia standard of men's physique, plus much more here at Queens and Kings World. Oh, baby.
What are you waiting for? Subscribe, watch the videos, leave us a like, and definitely don't forget to leave us a comment. Let us know what you like to see. Let's go, Queens and Kings, to the world.